Hi, this is Ken with Ken's Perfect Jams, and today I have a cookie recipe for you. It's actually one of the cookie recipes that I put in my cookie tin every year in the holidays for gifts. And unlike most of the other recipes that I've developed or that I use, this recipe is based on a recipe from my husband Paul's grandmother. So this is from the other side of the pond, the other side of the relationship, the other side of whatever. I am going to break this down for you so that we can make this recipe together. Like other recipes that we have on our site, go download a copy of the recipe. It's in the description box. There should be a link to the recipe down below. And once you print out a copy of the recipe, we will make this together. There's two different parts to the recipe. There's the pastry part, which is directly in front of me, and then there's the filling part, because these are a filled and rolled cookie, and the filling ingredients are over here. I have them out of the way for now because we don't really need them right now. So we'll just swing on back over here, and we'll go over what we need for the pastry. You're going to need a half a pound of salted butter. You're going to need 8 ounces of cream cheese, or a regular brick of cream cheese, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and vanilla. And those 4 ingredients are all that you need for the pastry. This is a really simple, really easy recipe. What we'll do is we'll make the pastry. We're going to separate it into 4 different balls. We're going to wrap those balls in wax paper, and we're going to chill those balls, and then we'll come back to them. We'll take one of the balls, we'll roll it out. I'll show you how to make the cookies. We'll bake the cookies, and life will be good. Anyway, I will see you in a moment. To assemble the ingredients for these cookies, these 4 ingredients is really as easy as a dump cake. Going to add the flour to the bowl. The butter, the cream cheese, bowl almost got stuck a little. And then we are just going to mix these together. I will start low on a stir, and then I will bring up the I'll bring up the speed gradually. And basically we're just going to incorporate those ingredients together until we have a rough pastry. I am going to add a little vanilla as well. Oh, I wish you could smell this. I love the smell of vanilla. And as quick and as simple as that, that is what your dough should look like. And now what we're going to do, I left my little scraper behind me, my apologies. I am going to take some wax paper. We're going to separate this into 4 balls. So I'm going to take 4 pieces of wax paper, separate the dough into 4 equal pieces, roll them into balls, and then we're going to chill those balls. There you go. There's 1 portion. I'm going to do that 3 more times, and then we're going to put these discs in the refrigerator and chill them probably for about an hour or so. So the dough has chilled. The dough is chilled for a little over an hour. I have a nice firm disc of dough here. I've laid out some flour on my work surface. I'm now coating both sides of the dough with the flour. And now we're going to roll this out to a nice, we want a circle, and we want it to be about 1/4 of an inch in thickness. And just keep flipping and rolling so that the flour can help you keep the dough from not sticking on your work surface. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but we're going for wedges. We're going to cut this into wedges. So the more circular it is, or ends up being, the better it'll be for you in the long run. But I'm actually happy with this, so I'm going to stop here. And now this is where we're going to fill our cookies. So we want each batch of cookies is going to give you 4 of these circles. Each circle is going to make 12 cookies. Each circle takes 1/4 cup or 2 ounces of jam. Each of my jars of jam is 8 ounces, so you want 1/4 of a jar of jam for each one of these circles. So I will start with that. I'm going to take my jam and I'm going to spread it evenly onto my dough disc. Just going to take out about 1/4. Yes, about right. It should end up being a nice, thin, even layer of jam like this. Next, we're going to take and sprinkle 1/4 of our pecans, and once again it's the same thing. This is a cup of pecans, so 1/4 cup is going to go onto each circle. So a nice even layer of pecans. If you don't want to use pecans, you don't have to. I've made these with walnuts, I've made them with hazelnuts, I've even made them with cashews. So really, any nut that rocks your world will be fine in this. I have a friend who is addicted to all things Hawaiian, so I made some of these for her birthday, and I used macadamia nuts with my pineapple jam, and I actually did half of them with my pineapple and half of them with my coconut, and so she ended up with like these pina colada cookies with macadamia nuts, and I also did some shredded coconut in the middle. So really, once you get this recipe, once you get this formula down, you can have fun with it. There is really no limit to the way you can mix things up with this recipe and these cookies. For the next part, the easiest way to do it really is with a pizza cutter, if you have one. And we're going to cut this into I do 12. Some people like slightly bigger cookies and they do 8. But we're going to cut this into even wedges. So I go straight across and then down. So there's 4. And then I cut each one of those in half. And then I cut each one of those in half. Oh, that might have been 8. Yeah, we'll do 8. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of these wedges and we're going to roll it up. Like doing a pancake or trying to get the first biscuit out of the pan. The first one's always a little tricky, but once you get that first one, the other ones kind of fall into place. The last step is to lightly sprinkle these with cinnamon sugar, and then they're going to go in a 350 degree oven. I will use this, and okay, it was non-stick. It came off just fine. But yes, here are the Rugalach, all baked to perfection. They smell amazing. And now I just have 36 more of these to bake. So thank you for joining me today. If you liked what you saw, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so that like magic our videos can drop in your box every Wednesday. Once again, this is Ken with Ken's Perfekt Jams.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again for stopping by.